me hearties. Here we are again, Captain Blackheart, with the second of the books in the magical adventures of Captain Blackheart. This one, as you be spying, Captain Blackheart and the map maker. Sit comfortable like and enjoy. Captain Blackheart, who had returned to his magical cave to relax for the evening after a day out on his ship with some of his crew, was suddenly distracted by a light. It shone so brightly the captain had to cover his eyes. It looked like a star that seemed to be coming from a cottage up on the hillside. The captain stopped to watch the star spinning around and around with the most beautiful golden glow. Darcy the mermaid, who was sitting on a rock out at sea, had also seen the shining star spinning and travelling at some speed. "Look!" she shouted. "Can anyone else see the star? It seems to be heading towards Captain Blackheart's cave. Where's Martha and Eddie when you need 'em?" "Don't panic," came a familiar voice. It's George the Octopus. "I'll go and see what's happening." Aye. There you go. George the Octopus could not only grow to the size of a ship, he could also walk on land using 2 of his 8 long arms as legs. The other 6 long arms, we should call tentacles, by the way, he used to balance with. He looked very funny doing this, as he wasn't very good at walking on land. He'd only done it twice before, and every time he moved, he made a terrible squelching noise. All the little creatures stopped to stare at the ridiculous sight. George looked like a drunken, wobbly sailor, all over the place, then losing his balance. All you could hear him say was, "Whoops, whoops, whoops," every time he felt his legs buckle beneath him. This happened until he could walk in a straight line. Look at him there, trying to walk on his tentacles. Turning page. "There you go, see, nothing to it," said George, as he managed to balance himself for a few more steps. And squelch. Flat on his face he went again. "Be careful," shouted Darcy. Everyone watching held their breath as George readjusted himself and hauled himself up yet again, using 2 of his legs until he was walking again. Squelch, squelch, squelch is all that could be heard as he walked up to the captain's cave to see what was happening. "Yes, I'm fine, I'm okay," George murmured to himself. A few seconds later, a star reached the captain and disappeared into his bag. "Can you see that? From the house up on the hill." Aye. "What's going on?" thought the captain as he slipped his hand into his bag. And to his surprise, he pulled out a map. As he did, a little fairy also came tumbling out. Attached to the map was a note explaining that the map was sprinkled with fairy dust magic to make sure it found its way to the captain, and telling him that all his treasure had been magically moved to a new, safer place marked with an invisible ink upon this map. Captain Blackheart suddenly noticed George. "Can you see George climbing across the rocks to get to the captain?" George, what are you doing up here? George explained that Darcy was worried about him. She had seen a big shining star spinning and heading straight towards his cave. So he decided that he would investigate and come up to see if the captain was okay, or whether he needed any help. The captain chuckled to himself, but at the same time he felt very special that his friends were so worried about him. Well, as you can see, said the captain, I'm very well indeed, and as for the star, it was actually a little fairy with a special message for me. So come on, George, climb up on me back and I'll take you down to the sea. You'll know if and when I need your help, but thank you for caring enough about me. And the captain laughed out loud. Hey, George, you must have given everyone a good laugh, wobbling about like you did and making everyone think you'd been at me room. Yeah. George couldn't help but laugh along with the captain. There they are, together laughing. Off they went back to the water's edge so that George could plop back into the ocean. Seeing Darcy the mermaid close by on a rock, Captain Blackheart waved over to her and calls, Darcy, I'm okay, no need to worry. But what's that shining star, Captain? I thought you were being attacked, said Darcy. Oh, that was only a little fairy with a message for me. I'll come back later and tell you all about it, okay? Oh, little fairy, swooned Darcy. I can't wait to hear all about it. Captain Blackheart waved to her and then walked back to his cave, just turning once to look back at his friends. And happy you. George the octopus looked as if he was doing roly-polies in the sea. And Darcy was clapping hands and laughing. Look at that. Roly-polies in the sea. Darcy clapping her hands. And if you go to the next page, there'll be something happening in me cave. The captain smiled to himself and disappeared into his cave to read his magical note. Now, although no one knew where Captain Blackheart's treasure was hidden, sometimes the location of it needed to be changed. And that meant a new map had to be made. This is where the map maker comes in. The map maker is a very important person. To everyone in the magical world, this person is known as Princess Pirate Olivia, the map maker. Now I'm going to tell you how Princess Pirate Olivia became this magical map maker. But that'll be on me next trip to me. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be seeing you a while with part 2. Fare thee well, me heart.